quiet Mediterranean island, a storm brews. In April 1814, the most powerful man in Europe steps from a boat onto the shores of Elba, a mere 220 square kilometers of land. His name, Napoleon Bonaparte. Kings, emperors, and generals across Europe believe they have silenced him for good. Napoleon, once the architect of empires, now finds himself reduced to inspecting a harbor filled with humble fishing boats. He wanders the modest rooms of a villa, overlooking a coast he can no longer claim. The British assign Colonel Neil Campbell to surveil him, reporting back that Napoleon gardens, rides, and reads. But beneath this calm facade lies a simmering ambition. What Campbell doesn't see is what Napoleon is truly absorbing. Every newspaper, every secretly delivered letter, every whisper of discontent from France. He learns that King Louis XVII is deeply unpopular. Soldiers who once fought for him now face disgrace, dismissed without pensions. Officers loyal to the empire are replaced, and the revolutionary ideals of as the people of France grow restless, Napoleon turns his prison into a planning room. He calculates troop movements, identifies weaknesses in the royalist forces, and notes Campbell's predictable absences. While others see a defeated emperor, he waits for the perfect. By February 1815, Napoleon's patience is about to pay off. On February 26th, Campbell departs on a routine trip, expected to last 3 days. Napoleon watches the British ship vanish over the horizon and turns to his chief of staff with a determined glint in his eye. Under the cover of darkness, the impossible begins. With around 700 soldiers, Napoleon prepares to invade France using 7 small boats, not with a grand fleet, but with fishing vessels hidden in the shadows of Portoferrao. The stakes are high. These are not inexperienced recruits boarding the vessels. They are battle-hardened veterans from Austerlitz and Wagram. As he walks the docks, checking his ships and speaking to his men, a quiet tension lingers. One officer dares to voice a worry. What if the royalists meet us on the beach? Napoleon responds without flinching. We'll handle it, and if they outnumber us, the officer presses. They will outnumber us, Napoleon admits. But that's not the question. He leans in, revealing the heart of his gamble. By midnight, the fleet is ready. Napoleon boards the flagship, painted to resemble a British vessel, flying the same flag that patrols these waters. The boats slip into the open seas, into the darkness, where danger lurks and everything could go wrong. The crossing takes 3 grueling days. On the second day, peril comes close. A royalist warship appears on the horizon, its intent unmistakable. Napoleon orders his soldiers below deck, then stands at the bow in full uniform as the ships approach. He calls out casually. The reply is chilling yet reassuring. All quiet. Bonaparte is still there. The ships pass, and the escape survives by the narrowest of margins, a moment history might later overlook, but one that could have changed everything. On March 1st, 1815, Napoleon lands in France and does the unthinkable. He does not hide or retreat into the shadows. He marches boldly toward Paris, where the royalist army is already mobilizing to intercept him. On paper, this is madness. Why advance toward an army? Napoleon understands the true test lies not in military might, but in whether the soldiers of France will fire upon their emperor. 6 days later, near Grenoble, he approaches a royalist regiment blocking the road, unarmed and alone. His officers urge him to stop, warning of possible execution. Yet, he continues forward, walking into the line of fire. As muskets are raised and triggers readied, the royalist commander shouts orders. These are not foreign mercenaries, they are French soldiers, men who fought under Napoleon's banner. He removes his hat, standing exposed before them. Soldiers of the 5th Regiment, he calls out, if any of you wants to shoot your emperor. He opens his coat, stepping forward. Shoot. Silence envelops the road. Then, one soldier lowers his musket, followed by another. Cheers erupt. Vive l'Empereur. The road to Paris opens wide. What should have been a standoff transforms into a wave of support. The regiment, instead of blocking his path, joins him. Cities swing open their gates, and resistance crumbles as even Marshal Ney, who once vowed to capture Napoleon, changes sides. He brings with him 6,000 troops. The Bourbon monarchy crumbles, not through force, but as faith in it. By March 20th, Louis XVII has fled Paris. Napoleon returns to the capital without shedding a single drop of blood. The man believed buried on a lonely island is once again emperor. The hunt, but reclaiming power proves a fleeting victory. As Napoleon settles back into Paris, Europe stirs with fear. This is not merely a domestic matter. It's the resurgence of a man who once the coalition reacts quickly. They will not allow this second chance to solidify. Napoleon, aware that time is slipping, moves first. His plan in Belgium is audacious. Strike between Wellington and Blücher. Defeat them on June 16th at Ligny. Napoleon secures a brilliant victory over Blücher. The old brilliance shines through. But as he sends Grouchy to pursue the Prussians, he turns his focus toward Wellington, unaware that time is his greatest. Heavy rains delay the attack at Waterloo on June 18th, transforming the battlefield into a quagmire. Hours are lost, opportunities slip away, and Wellington, resolute on the ridge, waits for the dust cloud